In turn of the goalkeeper, Steve Jennings, Jay Harris, Andy Cook and James Norder there. Anthony Coggins from Oxfordshire. He's our referee for this one.
I mean, you've got a real diamond in Hughes, but McNulty's positional sense outstanding.
Yes. Always held him, of course. Perhaps not the quickest of defenders, but if you're in the right position, of course, that makes up 2 or 3 yards for you. As Richards tries to break across halfway. Again, he's got beyond Maynard and then, well, runs into McNulty. McNulty saying, I didn't move, really, I was just in the way. But Tranmere now find themselves in trouble, and Horwood goes down, and it's a penalty. Well, Tranmere just switched off there after the challenge by McNulty on Richards. The ball rolled on, and Horwood was quick to get on the end of it and brought down inside the penalty area.
Yes, and it was inside as well. I mean, I suppose the debate is, was it inside or outside? I thought it was just inside, but he certainly took his ankle on a penalty. It is.
Yeah, referee Anthony Coggins did look across towards his assistant on that far side, yes, just for confirmation.
That's the debate. Was it inside? And of course, not the linesman and we don't have the luxury of a sort of a replay, but certainly from here it did look as though it was just inside.
And James Allaby is going to be the person who has the responsibility. Lewis Maynard there has gone down. Looks as if he's going to get some treatment before the penalty is taken. Whether that's going to help James Allaby or not, I'm not so sure, but Maynard getting some treatment, so James Allaby is going to have to wait, Neil.
Yes, he is. But he scored a couple of penalties this season, so he's a level-headed lad. I hope I'm not putting the mockers on him for that, but I mean, he scored some very good goals and scored a couple of penalties as well.
It was quite a strange one because, I mean, Richards was the player that was driving forward, wasn't he? And
yes,
then McNulty just stood his ground, and I think he was looking for a free kick. The referee waved play on.
Absolutely right. It was not a free kick. It was no way was it a foul on Richards.
And it was as if the Tranmere defenders then just switched off a little bit. Yeah, and Evan Horwood, experienced player he is, of course, didn't.
Yes.
And then he just got caught. And as Neil was saying, we've only seen it in real time, but the referee, having looked towards his assistant on that far side, didn't seem to have any objection. Richie Sutton, I think, is the player that was involved as far as Tranmere are concerned there with that challenge.
Looks as though it was just his thigh, isn't it?
So it's going to be James Allaby. Scott Davis there, the Tranmere goalkeeper.
Having a word.
Yep.
As they do.
There's mind games going on.
Yes.
So Allaby against Davis. We've only had 4 minutes in this one. Already it's lively. Maynard has made his way off gingerly towards this near touchline. So Allaby against Davis. Important moment so early in the game here. Allaby comes forward now. Davis goes the right way, but it doesn't matter because it's into the roof of the net. And James Allaby scores for Chester. And in the local derby, it's Chester 1, Tranmere Rovers 0.
Well, he took it particularly well, didn't he? Right into the top corner. Davies, no chance whatsoever. He just hammered it. A very well taken penalty.
So not the start that Nicky Bellin would have wanted. And James Allaby, as he does so often, fires it in from the penalty spot. Well, if we wanted to something to ignite this local derby, we've got it earlier on. That's going to really set this game up, I think, Neil.
Yes, it is. Now, Tranmere has really got to go for a goal, and they need a goal fairly quickly, I think, to settle them and get them back in.
Didn't really get any power or direction on the shot in the end, and Lynch made a decent save. Rhinos with a header forward. Mangan trying to get there again. Rhinos gets a foot in, breaks as far as Harris. Vaughan is across on that right-hand side. And a similar pattern to the end of the first half, really, with Tranmere pushing forward, trying to find...
And also gaining the ascendancy in midfield as well.
Hughes. Inside left channel, he looked left, then decided to turn right and plays it to Vaughan. He's got support away towards his right-hand side as Harris from Lee Vaughan. He's forced a little bit wide there as the fullback, and then the cross comes in looking for Stockton at the near post. It's headed away, drilled in low and into the back of the net, and what a finish that is! Drilled in by Jay Harris, on as a substitute in the opening minutes. And the low shot that was beyond Alex Lynch. He could do nothing about it at all, into the back of the net. And Tranmere have got exactly what they wanted. 9 minutes into this second half, it's Chester 1, Tranmere Rovers 1.
Again, he took it particularly well. The ball came out, but somebody should have closed him down. But that very low effort gave Lynch no chance whatsoever. It just fizzed in.
Yeah, it was a It was a decent defensive clearance, wasn't it? But
yeah,
Jay Harris there, who just caught it really well, didn't he?
Should have been closed down.
Tranmere goal scorer, number 8, Jay Harris.
So Jay Harris on as an early substitute. And he's got Tranmere right back into this one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's attendance at the Lookers Box.
So a corner for Chester
3,000
on this
696.
near side.
3,696. We thank you all for your support.
Lloyd with a corner in towards the near post. It's a great flick header, and Chester are back in front. Terrific corner from this near side, and Astles has got his head to it. Scott Davis without a chance at all. It was a terrific delivery by Ryan Lloyd. Tranmere undone, and Chester back in front. 22 minutes gone second half. Chester 2, Tranmere 1.
Astles took it particularly well. He ghosted in and just knocked it in beautifully. Astles, of course, scored the equaliser at Prenton Park in November.
And Tranmere obviously didn't learn from that. But it was a very good corner in by Ryan Lloyd with pace and power towards the near post. And Astles got ahead of his marker.
The second goal for Chester, scored by number 6, Ryan
Hunt can take his time taking this throw. 10 minutes left here. Chester 2, Tranmere 1. Local derby. Good play there by Nord. Gets it in field towards Meckie. Now with Andy Cook back to goal. Wide to Liam Ryders, curls the ball in towards the far post. Nord arrives and heads an equaliser for Tranmere. Simple as you like. Terrific play by Andy Cook. Terrific cross by Liam Ryders, and James Nord arriving beyond the far post. Powerful header by him. His 11th goal of the season. It's Chester 2, Tranmere 2.
Very well taken. Again, Chester under pressure. They really, at the far side of the defence, really should have had that, but unfortunately Norwood there, and he took it particularly well. A classic goal, heading it down, giving Lynch no chance whatsoever.
Yeah, it was a well-worked goal. Cook did well in the first instance, and a quality cross by Liam Ryders. And for once, Astles or Hudson were taken out of the equation, and Node was just arriving at pace, wasn't he, beyond the far post. Just timed his run perfectly, really.
And did it well. And again, no chance for the Chester keeper, Lynch.
Well, a bit heavy leg there, perhaps, James Allaby. If that had been the first minute, I think he might have got there first.
Yeah, and he's done a lot of running up front, and particularly in this second half since Richard's gone off. I mean, he's been doing all the ploughing the lone furrows up front.
Davis. Long ball forward looking for Cook. Meckie and Norwood trying to run off him now. Cook gets the header down. Meckie out to the penalty area. Breaks for Andy Cook, makes some space. Gets the shot away and might have won this game for Tranmere. Well, that's the quality of Andy Cook. The first real opportunity he's had since he came on the pitch. It fell on his right foot edge of the penalty area. Again, no chance at all for Alex Lynch in the Chester goal. And they have about 1 minute left here, and it's Chester 2, Tranmere Rovers 3.
Yes, he took it exceptionally well. I mean, that was, as you say, a quality strike. It really was. No chance for Lynch whatsoever.
Well, that's his 18th goal of the season, and Neil was saying a little bit earlier on that he does have the habit of scoring all types of different sort of goals, Andy Cook. He's got that in him, and that's why he's done so well at this level. Yes,
for a big man. I mean, he's very good in the air, and also he's a good sniffer in the box too, which is something I like about his play.
Yeah, he reacted to that loose ball very, very quickly, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, the neutrals will say it's a bit harsh on Chester, perhaps. Both sides have put a lot into this one, but there have been two quality goals that have taken it from 2-1 for Chester to 3-2 for Tranmere. Certainly the Norwood header, and then that strike by Andy Cook.
Yeah.